he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Curry, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. It's stolen by Bogut. Curry against Dragic. A baseline J. And the shot no good, a bit short. Golden State on D. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. So it's Miami now. Dragic with it. The drive by Bosh. Good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Dragic against Curry. Good on the triple.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Dang gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Green, the pass to Curry. Curry with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
All free throws good from Luol Deng.
Is the 2K16.
Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
It's Curry outside. Rebound by the Heat.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Do you like the Heat?
Wade dishes to Dragic. Here's Bosh. And again, it's the Heat missing. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Stephen Curry. Kicks to Whiteside. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Barnes.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Bosh, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Good.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. The drive by Wade. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Klay Thompson. Feeds to Whiteside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
A different look for Miami. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. And he sinks the second. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt, and it's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
It's tipped. The drive by Iguodala. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's blocked. And he's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside.
Amare Stoudemire.
Stoudemire outside. The Warriors pull it in.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
.44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside. Spates against Johnson. The tray. No good from Spates.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors trail by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, Dragic fires the 3. The rebound by Azili. To the inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Winslow. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat out front, leading by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure,
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Stoudemire. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Winslow, and it's Johnson in at the power forward. Here's Richardson, following the basket by Draymond Green, and he gets it to go.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper? Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins, and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Johnson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
It's Thompson off the drive. Count the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Timeout called, the Heat. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look for Miami. Chris Bosh has checked in for Stoudemire. Josh McRoberts comes in for Johnson. And it's Dang in for Winslow. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Ezeli, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Misses the three. The Heat leading by 9. Wade kicks to Richardson. Steph Curry with the rebound.
And guys, as remarkable as Steph Curry's offensive game is, I think what's underrated is how he competes on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, not the strongest nor most explosive player, but he continues with activity and plays with tremendous effort.
Changes up. And there's Dang. That's good on the assist by McRoberts. And that's now 6 points for Luol Deng. And stolen by Richardson. Here is McRoberts. He's covered by Thompson. Wade, double team. McRoberts, the pass to Deng. Out to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami needs to get a shot off. Another miss by Dang. And speaking of Curry's activity defensively, he's certainly got a nose for the ball.
He does a nice job at his size rebounding as a guard, and he keeps his hands active in the passing lanes, and he's usually near the tops in the league in steals.
Now here's Wade after the miss from Stephen Curry. Wade outside. Back to Richardson. Releases. And off the prior, and in it goes. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Richardson. Golden State also making some changes. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Barnes in for Brandon Rush.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the inside. Dang with the bucket. Dang's got 4 points this quarter.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they really had their number today.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half. It's stolen by Dragic. He kicks it to Whiteside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to shut him up.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Here's Green, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
The Heat leading by 12. Dragic dishes to Bosh. Wade outside. Pass to Day. Bosh sets the pick for Dang. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 12. On its way from Curry for 2. Not gonna go as it bounces high off the rim. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bosh, a screen on Thompson. Outside Dragic. It's stolen by Green. Thompson for the triple. Good. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Thompson against Dragic. Now Bosh. 1 second left. And it goes at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The largest lead for them was 4. The second quarter was very positive for them. They clearly upped the intensity and upped their lead, finishing the half with an 11-point advantage. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Luol Deng really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Curry. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed.
Now here's Thompson. After Dwayne Wade's miss, the three from Barnes. Can't hit. Nice D from Dang.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim. And he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
The Warriors making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Wade outside. Right side a screen. And it's Wade penetrating. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last season. A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will. for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him given how he plays and selectively.
What's up, Steven? Emoji face with open mouth. Emoji face with open mouth. Emoji face with open mouth.
I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
Timeout call
Niger.
the Warriors.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as
Nigger.
often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
Cameron Suktic. Banks making money, motherfucker.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skill.
And the Heat call time here.
Marshawn Lynch. Big Say. Rich Homie Baby. Rich Homie Zay Zay. Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Zay Cameron Big Zay will knock you out and uncle what you looking at I will beat you up too. Uncle I will beat you up, yeah, get in that bathroom. Uncle Phil, I will beat you up, yeah, get in that bathroom.
First minute and a half of basketball.
Uncle Phil, I will beat you up, yeah, get in that bathroom.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
That's a 2 from Barnes. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Uncle, you put on the game. Uncle Phil, you put on the game. Boy. Boy.